This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel. As well, you know what? It's game 2 of the Mom's trip. Well, game 3 technically. They were all in Edmonton for that one game. So, but here's the key: we're riding a winning streak. The Moms have been here for most of that winning streak, and the big thing is we play the San Jose Sharks this evening. Now, obviously, an 8:30 start, a little bit different than that Anaheim start, which started at regular time, 7 p.m. for us in Mountain Time. Now, for the Oilers, the big storyline is, of course, Joakim Nygard has been activated off the IR. Joakim Nygard will be in the lineup for tonight's game. So I was out to lunch thinking it might be not till next week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's today. Right there. That's all you need to know. Joakim Nygard back activated. Now, for the San Jose Sharks, they haven't even won half their games this year. They're 7-10-1 with 15 points in 18 games. So right there's your magic number, right? Obviously, San Jose is looking weaker, older, more beat up, less depth, that kind of thing. Well, it's an easy game, and that's where I'm going to stop you right there. I've already cursed it, because every time we've thought we've had an easy game this year, we have gone out and absolutely stunk it up. So let's not go there. What this Oilers team needs to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is go out there and work their tails off. This is, again, a big 4-point night in the Pacific Division, because for the Oilers, if you allow San Jose, who has 15 points right now, to win this game, they're within 9 points of you for first place, and they have 1 game in hand. For us, the reason this is another big game for us is 20 games played is that 25% marker. We want to know where we sit after that. I would much prefer to be sitting 13-5-2 for 28 points than sitting 12-6-2 for the 26 current points we have now. The one thing I do have to say, guys, is, you know what, it was looking weird for a while there, but this Edmonton Oilers team actually has the tied, well, I guess you could say 4th best goal differential in the Western Conference. How nuts is that to think about, guys, considering where we were last year? Holy goodness, that's awesome to see. So that's another key factor to look at tonight is, if we're going to win, I'd like to win big. If we're going to lose, I'd like to lose tight. That's kind of the deal here. And I'm not saying I want to lose by any means, but if it's going to happen, we cannot afford to go out there and screw up that nice goal differential, guys, operating at a plus 10 goal differential. If we could be on a plus 13 or 14 by the end of tonight, right? And a greasy Anaheim 6-2 victory like we had the other night, tonight again against the San Jose Sharks, I don't think you're going to catch me complaining. I don't think you're going to complain. I don't think any of us are going to complain, because when the Oilers score more than 5 goals a game, guys, I see so few complaints in the comments section, it ain't even funny, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that said, I've ranted enough. You're already 3 minutes, 17 seconds into the video. Now is going to be my plug, guys. I'm trying to hit that 7,500 subscriber mark, and trust me, you know what? I think if everything aligns itself here, we can do that by January 1st or December 31st, whichever we get going. So guys, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel or you're tuning in for that 12th time and you still haven't done it, well, maybe today is the day you do it. And if you want to click the bell that pops up after you subscribe, that just gets you the videos as soon as they come out. So without further ado, let me blank that subscriber bar that I just did up yesterday. A little bit of graphic design there. Terrible effort on my part, though. Let's get to the lines, shall we? You know what? Maybe 4 minutes into a video, that's about when we should be getting into a video. And holy, I did not realize my jacket was as dusty and dirty as it is. She was a hard grinding day in the warehouse moving boxes, and a hard grinding day out in the field getting that sheet metal pounded into houses. So, is what it is. Let's get to the line. Sorry, again, another distraction. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, Zach Kassian on the top line. Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, no surprise there. Now, these are projected lines. I am full well expecting this to change come game time. This is somebody's doesn't even have a blue check mark on Twitter's lines, but this is as close to official because he had both San Jose and Edmonton's lines out there, so we'll hopefully get this going. James Neal, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Alex Chiasson on there. on the second line. No surprise there. And guys, this line has been going to work and getting things done, so I'm excited to see if they can keep that going. Jujhar Khaira, Riley Sheahan, Josh Archibald as well on that third line. So again, ground line, gang, they got to go out there, score a goal tonight. I want to see it. I've been dying to see a guy like Josh Archibald. Just, he has those breaks, right? Those feet move, and all of a sudden the D-man catches up and breaks it up. But if he gets loose, guys, he is going to score a beauty, and I want to see it tonight against the San Jose Sharks. Let me tell you, there would be no better time for Josh Archibald to score a beautiful goal than against the San Jose Sharks in an important 4-point game, and hopefully increase that goal differential once again. Now, let's get to this. Joakim Nygard on that, fourth line. I really don't think Joakim Nygard, that's why I say these lineups are pretty subject to change, but I don't like Joakim Nygard on the fourth line, but you know what? He's got to ease back into it. So to get him some slow minutes and try and get him changing the dynamic of the game with Sam Gagner and Patrick Russell, guys, that's a weird fourth line. I don't think we've seen anything close to this year, but it'll be interesting to see what impact, if these three play together, that they can have. Nygard's sneaky speed that is absolutely blazing when you let him by you. Sam Gagner, the veteran experience, the guy who can lead the way and say, hey boys, here's the play. And then Patrick Russell, the workhorse, the guy who gets the puck in the greasy, dirty, terrible areas to find a puck and comes up with it half the time. Well, there you go. That's what we're hoping for. Darnell Nurse, Ethan Bear, Oscar Klefbom, Chris Russell, Brandon Manning back in the lineup. And I think this is exactly to my point yesterday of Brandon Manning's the odd man out when Adam Larsson comes back. That's bare minimum, right? Because you're benching Persson now, you can bench Persson later kind of deal is what we're all kind of starting to get the consensus of. However, Brandon Manning, he's got to be solved. And I don't want to see him down there in the minors as the AHL top 7 defenseman. So what I want to see is him play lights out, get his value up there, change the conversation around his defensive game, and get him to a new team for a decent price. Now, a decent price for Brandon Manning, guys, that's 10 cents on the dollar off of Drake Caggiula, but is what it is when you're cleaning up those dirty dealings from Peter Chiarelli. So I just look for this Oilers team to kind of come together in the next week or two, and that starts tonight with Joakim Nygard returning to the lineup. We didn't have to make any moves, but as I said, you do have to make moves in terms of who your forward group is, and that means Marcus Granlund, Gaetan Haas, and Joel Persson are your scratches for this evening's game against the San Jose Sharks, that 8:30 puck drop as I've mentioned. So, could be worse, right? I don't know. That is what it is. But that said, let's go get this going. As Mike Smith, guys, gets possibly the start. I have not seen anything otherwise. I have not been able to find anything otherwise, shall I tell you that much. It's been a tough one, that's for sure, for Oilers sphere stuff on Twitter today. I don't know how to say it, as they're saying it's time for the old Whitneys, but I'm not seeing anything. There really wasn't much in the morning skate report that I saw when I browsed through it. I don't see an interview with a goalie. I don't see anything other than Joakim Nygard news, and it looks like, oh, there we go. There's the Jack Michaels tweet I was trying to find. There we go. I knew it existed somewhere. 13, 12, and 3. 932 save percentage lifetime against the San Jose Sharks. Guys, this is the thing with Mike Smith. He has very rarely in his career had goal support from his forwards and his defensemen scoring instead of letting in goals. So we're going to see if that changes tonight against the San Jose Sharks. Guys, that's where I'm going to kind of turn it over to the discussion, the goal topics, right? Obviously, do we want to discuss if this Edmonton Oilers team is going to win tonight? I think I do. For the last minute of my video, I want to ask you straight up right now, are the Oilers winning this one? That's question number 1. What's the score number 2? I'm taking the Edmonton Oilers over the San Jose Sharks, a score of 5-2 tonight. San Jose, guys, like I said, the goal differential is my leading topic for today's video outside of a guy like Joakim Nygard returning the lineup. Minus 16. Second worst in the Western Conference for the San Jose Sharks. Like I said, a 7-10-1 record, 15 points on the year, 48 goals for, 64 goals against. They've allowed more goals than the Oilers have scored the entire year. So let's go get some more, shall we? Let's go maybe get that to a I don't know, a plus 64 in our goal column, and then all of a sudden we'll be talking. Guys, the depth guys should step up tonight. Should be a good game. What I want to see right now is I'll flash that subscriber bar one more time, as what I want is, if you can, hit that subscribe button on your way out. Guys, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. That's been your Edmonton Oilers game preview against the San Jose Sharks. 8:30 puck drop this evening on Sportsnet. I am up on out of here.